Hey, David. What's up?
Spider-Man, I have the supply caches and I'm on my way to the embassy, but I think I am being followed.
Where are you?
I am not sure. I am...
David? David! Hold on. I'm on my way. Hammerhead's men knew David would be alone and vulnerable. I should have seen this coming. Hang in there, David.
Reports are flying in about an incident in Midtown involving, you guessed it, Spider. It's the same old story, same old menace. But here's a terrifying little wrinkle. My sources tell me that the Maggia crime boss Hammerhead is now gone, and I quote, full cyborg. First we have robotic octopuses, and now a messed up Maggia? Whatever happened to the good old days when criminals would just put on a dime store mask, stick their finger in their pocket, and try to rob a bank? Oh, right! Spider-Man happened!
There's David. He's in trouble. Gotta move. Hi, David. You look like you could use a little help.
Right on time.
I see him. Hi, David. You look like you could use a little help.
Right on time. I'll break your friggin'
almost there. You still good?
Yes, I am good. You're out of your wasteland! I'll snap your...
You okay?
Think so. Thank God for this sable armor.
So, what's next?
Deliver the caches to the Simkarian embassy. Thanks to you, the Simkarians will finally get the aid they need.
Just happy I could help. But I meant what's next for you?
Well, a few minutes ago I received a call from a school in Midtown. They offered me a visa if I accepted a teaching position. I don't suppose you had something to do with that.
Good things happen to good people.
I can't thank you enough. I will try every day to help my students achieve their dreams as you have helped me achieve mine.
Actually, I should be the one thanking you.
For what?
For reminding me why I'll always love this city. Ah, is it me? Or is the world a little brighter right now? I'm just gonna bask in this good feeling for at least the next few seconds. Or until something else bad happens.
This is it, folks. This is the big one. I finally have proof. For years, I have asked my dear listeners to send in photographic evidence to prove, once and for all, that Spider-Man is directly linked to the very criminals who plague our city. Finally, one brave anonymous caller has delivered the goods. We have clear photos of Spider-Man standing in the immediate vicinity of caches of humanitarian aid. Aid that was intended for Simkari. And our heroic caller assures me that these very humanitarian caches are being sold on the black market. If I've learned one thing in my years as a world-renowned reporter, it's this. Photos don't lie. Spider-Man has been caught red-handed. No pun intended, puns are for whips. So what do we do about it, you ask? We wait. We wait for the police to finally wake up and arrest this mad lunatic. At long last, this city is going to finally see that Jameson has been right about Spider-Man this entire time. Not only is he a thief, he's actually stealing money and medicine from innocent civilians who are trapped in a war zone. Women and children struggling to survive, hiding each day from a hail of mortars and bullets. Meanwhile, Spider-Man is stealing the very aid that might keep them alive. This is a new low, people. Even I could never have suspected Spider-Man of something this despicable. All we can do now as a city is to sit back and quietly reflect on just how right J. Jonah Jameson really was. Yet again.
The entrance to his hideout must be somewhere close by. Signal's coming from somewhere around here. Huh, must be underground. Guess it's time for some urban sprinting. Ugh, that's a new smell. Yuck. Hope I find Sable before the fumes overwhelm her. If I can get through this without getting wet, that'd be... Hello? This is so... Whoa, look at this place. The amount of work it takes to make this city run is just crazy. I'll never take fresh water for granted again. Only way to go is down. Wow, okay, let's see where this leads. Looks like some loose bricks up ahead. Nice. Okay, onward. Hammerheads, guys. They've taken over an abandoned subway platform. Gotta take these guys out, then look around for Sable.
Sweet dreams.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? Why don't you do that? It doesn't look like you know what you're doing.
I'm assessing the situation.
You've been assessing for like the last 10 minutes.
This is delicate. Boss, you might be upset if that happened. Exactly. Why I'm being careful with assessing. Got it? Boss would also be upset if somebody said it. Somebody there? Nighty night.
Maybe, but it's all a problem of space. I mean, we're just running out of room. We can use some of the bigger things to make more room. It's not a bad idea.
Awesome. Just up in there.
Hey, you wanna know what I've been thinking?
Not really. I was thinking, we need an insurance policy.
For what?
The boss said once we take over this Sable business, we all get a cut of the profits.
Yeah.
Well, what if he don't?
What do you mean? We said
What the? Yeah, better investigate.
Milano, you there?
crazy broad.
Someone go check on him. You got it. Heading over now.
See? We're all heroes. Just in different ways. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, let me look at this some more. See if I... hell is that?
Hey, who's there?
Huh? If that's a pigeon, it's gonna be a dead pigeon.
Heard something.
Well, the jig is up. Better make this quick. Okay, that's all of them. Now, I bet if I follow the power cables, I'll find where they're holding Sable. that's not a load-bearing subway car. Nice. Okay, follow the yellow wire. Ah, tunnel's blocked, but I think I can still squeeze through. Body bags. Well, this just took a turn.
What's wrong with this one?
What do you mean, what happened? He died inside the thing, like the other guys.
Who was it?
Don't remember his name. Sal's cousin, I think.
Was it messy?
Nah, he just came out all blue. I think he stopped breathing and...
You're in
Also
timeout.
didn't like hearing, I think.
Somebody...
Gotta do this quick, and then find Sable. This place looks like their main base of operations.
That cop almost killed me. I thought you said I'd be indestructible.
I said almost indestructible. After all, you're still human.
Then make me less human.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I mean what I said. Now get to work.
I should have a look around, see what I can learn. Project Olympus. These pods require a lot of electricity.
I told you, I just helped manufacture these things. I didn't design them.
Guess we got the wrong guy then. On the bright side, now we got our first test subject.
No! No! Don't turn it on! Please! Just give me a few minutes. I can figure it out.
Now that's what I like to hear.
No sign of Sable. And I really don't want to check those body bags. Sable jetpacks. I'd pay good money to see Hammerhead's guys learning to fly in these things for the first time. So this is where these guys work, huh? No windows, smells like a sewer, psychotic boss. Basically, your typical office job.
All this stuff belongs to Sable?
Yeah, most of it's overseas, though. What are you thinking, boss?
I'm thinking about how she took over the whole city in a matter of days.
You mean back during that Devil's Breath thing? Yeah, that was crazy.
Not so crazy when you got the right equipment.
Well, we got those digging things.
Not good enough. If we want the best stuff, we're gonna need her.
Yeah, okay. How are we gonna do that?
Just keep taking her stuff. She'll come to us.
the most sterile of work environments. Can't imagine working in a place like this. Terrible feng shui. Whoa. If Hammerhead gets his hands on this thing, we're in serious trouble. Sable. Sounds like she's close. There. Ah! High voltage wires and sewer water. What could possibly go wrong? If there's one takeaway from this underground lair thing, it's that Hammerhead should have fewer thugs with guns and a lot more safety inspectors.
Every minute I am here is another nail in your coffin.
You got serious.
I will never get you what you want.
Yes, you will. It'll just take time. All the time in the world.
You came back for me. Why?
Because I need you.
I work alone.
I used to say the same thing. I know what's happening in Symkaria. I know why this means so much to you.
You think you know, but you do not know.
What can I do to make you trust me? Look, I think I know how we can take down that monster, but I can't do it alone.
Damn it! He let her loose!
Okay, here's the plan. Good plan. I could. It's a whole big intellectual property thing.
How'd they find us? You're in for some hurt. Watch it, they're working together.
He's burned now. Hey, Sable, no lethal force, okay?
It's over.
Hey, Sable, no lethal force, okay?
I can handle this cloud.
Your webs are effective in combat. You must teach me how to use them.
I wish I could, but it's a whole big intellectual property thing. Keep up that.
Bring him down.
Kinda nice to have you on my side for once.
Shut up and fight.
You gotta work on your fight banter, though. A big boy, of course!
Did you say big boy?
Yeah! Way better than the real name, don't you think?
Get me out of this! Free up that guard!
Hey, Sable, where did you learn to fight?
On the streets of Sicaria.
Yeah? I learned from watching movies. We should compare notes. was awesome! High five!
You said you could defeat Hammerhead.
You, know you left me hanging, right?
There are medical records in here.
Yeah, mostly about that metal plate in his head.
Carbon steel.
Super strong, pretty sensitive to
Heat. I have an idea.
I, solemnly swear to, do whatever you tell me to.
I will call soon.
Ow. But, yeah. Guess I'll do some Spidey work while I wait for Sable's call. Hey, what's that? What's with all the yellow stuff? Huh. Is this some weird street artist thing? A police report. Looks like someone was killed during a mugging, but nothing was stolen. What's with the audio recorder?
So, you have some work-related stress. Well, you came to the right place. That's my specialty.
So they tell me.
Give me some more specifics about how you're feeling.
Guess you could say I put a lot of pressure on myself. I like to be the best. Plus, I have a very demanding boss.
And what kind of work do you do?
Everything here stays confidential, right?
Of course.
Good. Because if any of this gets out, you're a dead man.
The case file says 1 of 9. There must be more of these out in the city. There's a bunch of GPS coordinates here. I love treasure hunts, but something tells me I'm not gonna find a chest full of gold at any of these places. I think I'm close to another crime scene. Mystery person's calling card. Glad to hear it. What's up?
I've been listening to the police radio, and there's stuff happening all over the city, like constantly.
Pretty overwhelming, isn't it?
How do you do it? I mean, you can't be everywhere at once.
Remember what May used to say. You help someone, you help everyone.
Yeah, but I never really understood what she meant.
Okay. You know that lady that came in to feast the other day with her 2 kids?
The one who just got evicted?
Yeah. After she found a job and was about to move into her new place, she told me, as soon as I get my first paycheck, I'm sending as much as I can back to this shelter.
So we helped her, and now she wants to help others. Helping is like a...
This looks familiar. Here, I think it's the last location of a Maggia informant who disappeared a few months ago.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. I think we should end the session.
Sorry, Doc. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm just being paranoid lately. Like I said, stressful job.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your job. Describe a typical day.
Typical day? Guess it starts with waking up, checking my phone, see what the boss wants me to hit that day. Then I go grab breakfast. I've been trying to do that keto thing, you know? Then I do the hits. Sometimes it's messy, so I gotta head home and clean up. I try to get to the gym in the afternoon, and dinner, and
Sorry, can you go back for a moment? What does do a hit mean exactly?
It means I kill who my boss tells me to. I'm pretty good at it by now. Got quite the resume.
This guy sounds like a Maggia enforcer. Feels like this is just part of the story. I should keep an eye out for more scenes like this. I should be close. Whoever's setting up these scenes really likes the color yellow. Hey, Miles, I'm back. So I was talking about that lady who came in to feast.
The one who just got evicted?
Yeah. After she found a job and was about to move into her new place, she told me, as soon as I get my first paycheck, I'm sending as much as I can back to the shelter.
So we helped her, and now she wants to help others. Helping is like a force multiplier.
Exactly.
May was pretty great, wasn't she?
The greatest. I'm gonna send you an address as soon as I'm done with all this, so stay ready. And bring those web shooters with you.
Finally!
Another crime report. Let's hear what the recorder has to say.
So what do you think, Doc?
Well, clinically, you're a sociopath. You have no remorse for your actions. You clearly are not stressed. I doubt you think there's actually anything wrong with you. So, why did you really come see me today?
You're smart. I like that. Okay, let's get right to it then. You do what I tell you, and I won't kill your family.
Whoa.
You want to get right to it? Okay then. I know why you're really here. I knew who you were the minute you walked in that door. And I also know that before I do anything for you, you're gonna do something for me.
Well, that took a turn. These crime scenes all feel like covers for Maggia hits. And if the guy on the tape is a Maggia enforcer, maybe he's the one who killed all these people.
I am ready. Meet me at my base.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly do you have a base in the city that I don't know about? Right. Good talk. Why is she always hanging up on me? Maybe she didn't hang up on purpose. We probably just got disconnected. She could be waiting for me to call her back. Or she could be running out of minutes on her cell phone plan. I mean, she's probably doing international roaming. That stuff is expensive. Or maybe she just really needed to polish her pistols. Let's apply Occam's razor. The simplest and most obvious solution is... she hates me. Logic takes the fun out of
MR
everything.
Queen is back.
Someone fell to their death from this ledge. It was ruled an accident. But was it? On the last recording, the therapist turned the tables on the Maggia guy.
Welcome back. Have a seat. So, did you bring the,
Yeah. Hope this takes care of your cash flow problem.
Right. It most certainly does. Thank you. So, I assume you came to me because I have a few police officers as clients.
You assume correct. But my boss and I are only interested in one of them.
And who might that be?
Captain Yuri Watanabe.
Yuri? How is she mixed up in this? I'm afraid of where this story is going. I have to keep following it. gotta be somewhere nearby. Another setup for me. Police ruled this a suicide, but Yuri had her doubts. The victim was part of Hammerhead's crime family. In the last recording, they talked about getting Yuri's mental health records.
Here's Captain Watanabe's file.
This everything?
Yes.
You ever record her sessions?
No, I never record end sessions. That'd be unethical and illegal.
Well, we'd like you to record her next session. And my boss has a list of questions he'd like you to ask. That gonna be a problem for you?
No problem.
I feel like I shouldn't be listening to these, and yet I can't stop. Seems that whoever left these wasn't satisfied with what the police concluded. Closer. I hope whoever's leaving these has a good reason. I remember Yuri saying this was ruled an accidental death. Food poisoning, I think. All of these reports are from the last year or so. But last month, Yuri assigned herself to all of these cases. Was Yuri the one who left all those recordings?
Okay, Yuri, let's move on. Have your obsessive thoughts about the suspect continued?
Yes. Sometimes I feel like I've almost got him. And sometimes I feel like I'll never get him.
Are you doing the breathing exercises?
Trying to.
But...
I know who he is. I know where he is. And I know what he's done. But I can't do anything. Not without legally admissible evidence.
That must be frustrating.
You have no idea.
Seems like Yuri's hunch is that the guy on the tape is the guy that killed all these people. I think she might be right. I think I'm close. And there's the trademark yellow. The recorder must be around here somewhere. I remember this. A person got electrocuted accidentally, but the victim had ties to Hammerhead. Yuri tried, but couldn't find evidence of foul play. On the last one, Yuri sounded frustrated.
You have no idea.
That's it?
Yes. I mean, we talked a little bit about her medication, but
When is the next session?
Why? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna do whatever my boss tells me to do.
Oh no. Are they setting up a hit on Yuri? Gotta get to those other locations. I think I'm getting close. It has to be Yuri who's leaving all this stuff.
I can't love you.
It has to be Yuri who's leaving all this stuff.
Spider-Man can do it, why not me? Because you don't have any powers. Andrew
Another report and recorder. I almost don't want to listen. I think there was a hit and run here recently. The victim was set to testify against one of Hammerhead's men. But of course, police never found a suspect. These case files are getting more and more recent. This one happened just a few weeks ago.
You seem nervous.
Yeah, well, the chief knew I was working undercover with you. I can't afford to lose my job. Maybe I should be the one doing breathing exercises.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Don't worry. I won't tell if you don't. Also, you're doing great. You're a very authentic-looking doctor.
Thanks, I think.
You think he knows you were wearing a wire?
If he does, he's a hell of a good liar.
He's a Magia enforcer. We know he's a good liar. Question is, does he know he's being lied to?
We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. You sure about all this?
We catch him in the act of trying to murder a police officer, he gets put away for life.
Yuri, what are you doing? I have to find her. I think I'm close to the last crime scene location.
That's right.
Yuri's been here. Now where's the file? There's the case file. And the last recording. I remember Yuri telling me about a drowning here. She was suspicious because the victim was a competitive swimmer.
Hey, Captain.
You ready for this?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm all wired up on my way to the office. Just picking up a coffee first.
Okay. Drinks are on me when this is done.
Looking forward to it, Captain.
Yuri's suspended, but she still won't give up. Hard not to respect that.
Hi, can I just get a large coffee?
Hey there, Dad. Who's that you were just talking to?
Oh. Hey.
No. Oh, why did I listen to that? Call from an unknown number. Hello?
Hello, old friend.
Yuri?
Meet me at the corner of Madison and 23rd. We need to talk.
Wait, Yuri! Ah, she's gone. With all that's happened to Yuri, she must be beyond hurting. She doesn't do anything without a reason. So why did she lead me on a grisly crime scene tour? She must have a lead on this enforcer guy. It'll be nice to see her. Maybe help her deal with whatever she's dealing with. Wait, what? Yuri, what did you do? That's the Maggia enforcer. Dead. And the case files from all his victims. This guy killed all these people. But does that mean he deserved to die? Yuri.
I know what you're gonna say, but just hear me out. The system works most of the time, but there are times when it doesn't. And to me, that's unacceptable. Some people put their trust in fate, or karma, or whatever. But I can only trust me.
You can't kill people, Yuri.
Apparently I can. And you know what? It felt good.
You need to turn yourself in.
For what? I just dispensed justice. True justice. And I restored a little bit of balance to the world.
You're my friend, Yuri. I don't want to come after you.
You do what you have to do, and I'll do what I have to do. Goodbye, Spider-Man.
Yuri! Ugh, what am I gonna do? This all makes sense now. What Yuri did to Hammerhead. She's been struggling with this for a while. She's always held in her emotions. That must take a toll on her. She's also the most tenacious and stubborn person I know. This was a bad guy for sure, but killing him? That's too much.
Let's get to work.
So where's this base you talked about? Whoa. Your toys are so much cooler than mine. I love this invisible floating fortress thing, but now that all of New York City has seen it, Hammerhead will probably be here soon.
I am counting on it, so let us work quickly. I fired a Class 5 laser array. We need to calibrate it to prevent it from overheating.
Lucky for us, I'm working on my master's in calibration. Let's do this! Okay, what's first?
Pull the housing array into place.
On it. Ah! Whoa, nice laser.
Housing locked.
Done and done.
We are not done.
Oh.
We must reset the targeting field aerials.
Sure thing. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exit the hangar and navigate to the top of the nearby transmitters.
Alrighty. So, we should talk about the strategy with Hammerhead, don't you think?
What is there to talk about? Find him. Then focus the laser on the plate in his head. The laser will heat the carbon steel to critical temperature, which will rearrange its molecular structure.
And soften it so I can knock him unconscious. I get that part, but how do you know it won't, melt his brain?
When the wolf attacks the sheep, he risks getting shot by the shepherd.
Okay, well, Shepard, just remember my no-killing rule, okay? Done. How's it look?
Systems appear functional. Now we must test the targeting and power levels.
Cool. Wait, this doesn't involve shooting me, does it?
Not yet. But I do need you to launch those targets.
Right. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Bombs away! Hit it! Pull!
Just a few more.
Cool with me, this is fun! Here comes another one! Nice shot! Is this how modern militaries do skeet shooting? Oh, can we do one more? Please?
You are a child.
Yeah, well, we're all children on the inside. Whoa!
Come back. We have one more thing to do.
On my way.
We must adjust the gyroscopic navigation stabilizer in order to compensate for the weight of the laser. Go to that terminal and wait for me to activate the system. System ready.
I'm going in. Okay, that should do it.
You two teaming up now? Cute. But it ain't gonna do no good.
Sable? Use a little help here!
The laser is down.
Can you fix it?
I am trying.
Okay, I'll just do the hammerhead waltz for a bit. Okay, time to get personal. Can't let him hit me.
I just want to thank you for showing me what I've been doing wrong for years. If I want to rule this city, I gotta modernize, evolve. Now that I'm involved, it's time for me to be the boss I always should have been. Just as soon as I kill you both. Eat this!
He's quick. I gotta be quicker.
Love your tech, Sable. Too bad I gotta use it to take you out. Let's see you dodge this!
Sable? Use a little help here!
The laser is down.
Can you fix it?
I am trying.
Okay, I'll just do the hammerhead waltz for a bit. Time to get personal.
I just want to me what I've been doing wrong for years. If I want to rule this city, I gotta modernize, evolve. Now that I'm involved, it's time for me to be the boss I always should have been. Just as soon as I kill you both. Love you, Sable. Too bad I gotta use it to take you out.
Wait, I gotta be quicker.
Eat this! Die, bug! Coming your way, bug! Let's see it done again! You fight good, but not as good as me! You think you're hurting me? Ha! Nothing hurts me no more!
Almost there. Sable, what's your status?
Laser is back online. Hold him in place.
Now I can get in close.
Keep trying, keep failing. I'm indestructible! I need reinforcements! Now!
Can't let him hit me!
You're going down! I
Good tip!
You guys just don't give up, do you?
Okay, now the laser! Gotta move fast before he recovers. You have a hard head in every way!
Still no respect. What's it gonna take?
You know what I respect? A guy who knows when to quit.
Commencing bombing run.
Damn, I missed.
Keep him coming. I'll make sure the next one hits.
I dropped the bomb. You throw it at him.
Yes, got it! Okay, time to get personal.
This is a fight you ain't gonna win!
Okay,
Just a moment longer.
You're just pissing me off!
yay, teamwork!
Now hit him.
Got a headache yet?
You two got skills! I gave you one chance! Join my crew, or die!
I'll take what's behind door number 3.
Come on in, boys! I'll back you up!
Get ready. More bombs coming in. Now hit him. Firing target.
Do you think you're doing?
grab those bombs. His shield's down! Indestructible, huh? I think not! Yay, teamwork! Shoot him!
I am trying! No! No! The laser is down! Wait! I have an idea!
Can't wait much longer!
Pulse him!
Then what?
Get ready to jump!
Wait, what? That was fun. Hey, you have dinner plans? I know this great pizza place.
I must return to Simcaria.
Right. You have a war to fight.
I do not like to fight. Do what I have to in order to help my people.
I know. That's what heroes do.
I am no hero. But you have taught me a few things.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like how to disarm my enemies with bad jokes.
Actually, they're good jokes, but I understand humor can be subjective.
Thank you, Spider-Man. For everything. I don't do hugs.
Yeah, right. Of course. Hey, can I get a lift back to the city? I'd swim, but it'd take forever to get the river smell out of my suit. Ready?
I think the web shooters are a little tight.
Get used to it. Just try to keep up. Okay, Hammerhead's finished, but his men are still out there. A spider's work is never done.
fine day in New York City. At long last, Hammerhead has been taken down for good, cyborg parts and all. I will even give Spider-Man and Silver Sable an ounce of credit. They did, after all, land the final blow. However, while the mainstream media trips over itself to heap lavish praise on these vigilantes, allow me to give you a dose of facts. Hammerhead would have never gotten this far had it not been for Silver Sable leaving behind all her gear in the city. And don't get me started on Spider-Man stoking the fires of a gang war and forcing a decorated police captain into administrative leave. So sure, they cleaned up the mess, but they were also the ones that made it. Spider-Man is a failure. You might think this would make me happy, and to some extent you'd be absolutely right. But today, I am tired. Tired of all the senseless... Spider-Man is a failure. You might think this would make me happy, and to some extent you'd be absolutely right. But today, I am tired. Tired of all the senseless violence continually afflicting our streets, which that masked menace failed to put an end to. He failed to stop Hammerhead and his men, who are now using stolen Sable International weaponry to wreak more havoc than ever. And speaking of Sable, Miss Abuse of Power herself is back in New York, this time aboard some kind of fancy schmancy gunship. Where was that when the city was cowering under the terror inflicted by Martin Lee and Otto Octavius, huh? Collecting dust in a Simcarian warehouse? It's a Spider-Man couldn't have done us all a favor and just taken each other out. Folks, we need to talk more about this live-streaming egomaniac screwball. It's bad enough her show features and glorifies that narcissistic webhead Spider-Man, but her shows, if you can even call them that, are putting hard-working New Yorkers in harm's way just so she can gain followers, whatever that means. Can't you see her ridiculous stunts are nothing more than a desperate ploy for attention? Come on, folks, you're smarter than that. By watching her shows, you're literally hurting yourselves. So, you ask, what should we do instead, Jonah? Here's an idea. Tune into my show instead. The only thing I'll hurt you with is the truth. Damn, that's a good line. Write that one down, Jared. Let's use it in the next promo. It turns out traditional media isn't dead quite yet. Not that any of my listeners ever had a doubt. They're used to getting world-class content on a regular basis. But I'm, of course, talking about Screwball and her live-streaming band of bandits finally getting yanked off the air, or the web, Whatever. The point is, we can all once again rest easy knowing we don't have to live in constant crippling fear of the awful sound of a so-called internet personality spewing nonsensical acronyms into the Ethernet. Internet. Whatever. How is this for a meme, screwball? Goodbye! What do you mean that's not a meme? Of course it is. I just made it one. No, Jared, I said I wanted crushed ice, not... What do you mean we're live? Oh. Haha! Listeners, brushheads, stop me if you heard this one before. Spider-Man just chased a bunch of thugs through the streets, putting citizens in danger and leaving millions in property damage in his wake. And this time, he had a little help from a certain silver-haired vigilante who turned the financial district into her own personal shooting gallery with a flying death machine. But that's not the worst of it, folks. Oh no. What could be worse, you ask? The traffic, the gridlock. It was so bad that yours truly missed a very important dental appointment. Now I have to wait 6 months for the next opening. How many other people miss dental appointments because of this? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands? Which of course leads us to the obvious conclusion. Spider-Man causes tooth decay! Reports are flying in about an incident in Midtown involving, you guessed it, Spider-Man. It's the same old story, same old menace. But here's a terrifying little wrinkle. My sources tell me that the Maggia crime boss Hammerhead is now gone, and I quote, full cyborg. First we have robotic octopuses, and now a meched-up Maggia? Whatever happened to the good old days when criminals would just put on a dime store mask, stick their finger in their pocket, and try to rob a bank? Oh, right! Spider-Man happened! This is it, folks. This is the big one. I finally have proof. For years, I have asked my dear listeners to send in photographic evidence to prove once and for all that Spider-Man is directly linked to the very criminals who plague our city. And finally, one brave anonymous caller has delivered the goods. We have clear photos of Spider-Man standing in the immediate vicinity of caches of humanitarian aid. Aid that was intended for Symkaria. And our heroic caller assures me that these very humanitarian caches are being sold on the black market. If I've learned one thing in my years as a world-renowned reporter, it's this. Photos don't lie. Spider-Man has been caught red-handed. No pun intended, puns are for wimps. So what do we do about it, you ask? We wait. We wait for the police to finally wake up and arrest this mass lunatic. At long last, this city is going to finally see that Jameson has been right about Spider-Man this entire time. Not only is he a thief, he's actually stealing vital food and medicine from innocent civilians who are trapped in a war zone. Women and children struggling to survive, hiding each day from a hail of mortars and bullets. Meanwhile, Spider-Man is stealing the very aid that might keep them alive. This is a new low, people. Even I could never have suspected Spider-Man of something this despicable. All we can do now as a city is to sit back and quietly reflect on just how right J. Jonah Jameson really was. Yet again. Today is a fine day in New York City. At long last, Hammerhead has been taken down for good, cyborg parts and all. I will even give Spider-Man and Silver Sable an ounce of credit. They did, after all, land the final blow. However, while the mainstream media trips over itself to heap lavish praise on these vigilantes, allow me to give you a dose of facts. Hammerhead would have never gotten this far had it not been for Silver Sable leaving behind all her gear in the city. And don't get me started on Spider-Man stoking the fires of a gang war and forcing a decorated police captain into administrative leave. So sure, they cleaned up the mess, but they were also the ones that made it.
I'm usually web swinging.